Hey y'all, welcome to the first ever episode of VIG Eats, where I show you guys how I make my wild game. Today we're making a little bit of venison chili using an old recipe my mom used to make. So the first thing we're gonna do is start with about 2 pounds of ground venison. This is from the buck I shot out in West Virginia, a little 4-point, just a couple weeks ago. So this one's still pretty fresh, never frozen. Ground this up already. So we're just gonna move that to our big pot here. We're gonna get that going in the pot. We'll turn this up to about mid-heat. And we're gonna grab some crushed tomatoes. This is 3 cups of crushed tomatoes. We're gonna pour all that in there. Give this a nice stir around. Get those tomatoes all mixed in with our ground meat here. Now we're gonna grab our vegetables. We got 2 cups of onions, 1 cup of bell peppers, and a cup of celery going in. We're gonna add all that in there, all this goodness. That looks like a lot, but all these vegetables are gonna reduce down when it gets cooked. So we're gonna add all these in here. Next, we got 2 tablespoons of garlic, minced garlic. We're gonna add that right in there. Get every bit of that garlic, you want that. You want that. And next, we're gonna add all of our spices. Now, just to make this easier on myself, I measured all these out and put them all in here. So we're not using any of them cookie cutter spices from Walmart. We're making this all ourselves. We got chili powder, all types of other things in here. A couple of bay leaves. They say if you pour yourself a cup of chili, you get a bay leaf, that's good luck. And the way my season's going this year, I need all the luck I can get, so I threw an extra one in there. So we'll add all these spices in here. Doesn't really matter how you do it, but I like to mix them around just to make sure everything's evenly coated. Mix all that in. Yep. Just like that. All right, now we'll come back with the rest of our spices. We'll mix this all around. Now we're gonna let that come to a boil. And then once it boils, we're gonna turn back the heat. We're gonna simmer it for about 20 minutes. After that's done simmering, it's gonna reduce all those vegetables down and let all them flavors come out. And once that's done simmering for 20 minutes, we'll come back in, we'll add our kidney beans, and we'll let that cook for 10 more minutes. And then we're ready to rock. All right, so as you can see here, we're simmering pretty good. We've been cooking here probably about, I don't know, 7-8 minutes or so. We're looking pretty good. So about 10-15 more minutes here, and we will add our beans in. We'll let that cook for 10 more minutes, and then it's ready to eat, really. But as they say, you know, the longer chili sets and the longer it all kind of cooks together and condenses, the better it gets. So we'll let this cook basically till about the end of the day on super low heat, and we're gonna have this for dinner tonight. All right, so here's how we're looking after about 20 minutes of simmering. You see all the juices from the vegetables are coming out. So it didn't look like there was a lot of juice in here at first, and I was actually a little nervous about it myself. But once these vegetables start breaking down, the onions and the peppers, they release those juices in and gives us enough to simmer. So we got about 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna start adding these kidney beans. It's time to add our beans here. Just dump all these in. Make sure we get all them out of there. And we'll add the other ones. Alrighty. Stir these guys around in here. we go. Put our lid back on. We're gonna let that cook for 10 more minutes. Would you look at that? Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Now that's chili right there. Okay, y'all. And now for my favorite part, plating and eating. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna grab us some white rice. Put that right in the bottom of the plate here. Rice goes with chili like peanut butter and jelly, you know what I mean? You can't have one and not have the other. So we'll add our rice right here on the bottom. And I use that as like my foundation, you know? Put that rice in the bottom of the plate. And then I'm gonna come over here to our chili pot. And I'm gonna grab here some chili. We're gonna set that right on top of our foundation. Yep, just like that. We'll add a couple spoonfuls here. Right on top of the foundation. Since we're building homes, you can't have a house without having a roof. So we're gonna add our shingles, also known as a little bit of cheese. Yes, sir. I'll add some cheese on here. You know, like that guy with the salt? Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. And here we have us. Beautiful plate. Venison chili. Give her a taste. Mm-hmm. Got a little bit of that cheese in there, some rice, big old bite. Mmm. Very good. You know what they say, never trust a skinny chef. Bon appetit.